Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam, and I am going to do a little reading on the impeachment of Donald Trump today. Why? Because I think it's time to pull out the popcorn and enjoy the show. Because personally, I've always felt it was just a show. But welcome, all of you, to my channel. For the newcomers, double welcome. Glad to have you aboard here. What I have done, I have sourced Black's Law Dictionary and the lawdictionary.com online, and I looked up impeachment. Did a little research, folks, and I'm going to share that research with you before I do the reading. Once you understand what impeachment is and what it is not, you'll understand why I'm going to pull out the popcorn and my favorite beverage and watch the show, okay? First of all, there's a two-step process with impeachment. I need my pointer. Step one, there is an investigation. Articles of impeachment are written, typed up, put together, and put to the House of Representatives for vote. Step two, once the House of Representatives has decided that they are going to submit articles of impeachment, they submit it to the Senate. Okay. Now, it takes a 2/3 vote of the Senate, 67 senators, from a trial presided over by the Chief Supreme Court Justice to decide on whether there will be a permanent impeachment, where the president would be removed from office, never able to hold office again, or a temporary impeachment. Did you hear that? A temporary impeachment where the president could return at a time designated by the judge. All right, now, there are three grounds for impeachment: bribery, treason, felonies, and misdemeanors. Keep that in mind. Now, the time frame for all the investigation, gathering of witnesses and evidence in the House, for the Senate, pulling together the number of votes, that's going to take time, and trial. That's going to take, at minimum, a good 3 months, maximum 6 months. Now, President-elect Joseph Biden will be stepping into office January 20th. Today is January 11th. It'll take 9 days. And the current president will be removed from office anyway. So, is this a ploy to make sure, this whole impeachment process, is it a ploy to ensure that Donald Trump will never be able to hold office again? Let's see if it works. I don't know. I'm using the Dark Goddess deck to look at the energy that's surrounding this impeachment trial, and it's quite interesting. The Dark Goddess deck is always interesting. We have endurance, Goddess Kalish. We have resurrection with Isis, bringing something alive from the dead, and Sheila Nagig's desperation. So this is a desperate move to get the current president, impeached ASAP, as soon as possible. But there's also a move of endurance on the president's part. He's not going until he's ready to go. So now, other factors that will take place, things moving behind the scenes, including poor health, decision-making, judgment, and secrecy. Okay? So there's something going on even now. Something's in the works even now regarding this impeachment process. I'm going to use the universal deck, and the question is, Will Donald Trump be removed from office by impeachment? I'm going to use a Celtic spread so we can see what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, what is going on with health, judgment, secrecy, endurance, resurrection, and desperation. And if we don't get an answer from that, then it's going back to the good old-fashioned yes, no spread. All right, let's go. Let's get started. So, let's get this started. Will Donald Trump be removed from office by impeachment? One more. Overall energy. This is the written notice. This is the impeachment notice. That's the Page of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords. A lot of thought that's been put in there by a lot of people, but they seem to be stuck. And here is the Four of Cups. Someone, this very possibly could be the House of the House of Representatives presenting the articles of impeachment to the Senate, and they are not necessarily interested in receiving them. You see how this guy's arms are folded? At the bottom of the situation here, it is about solid commitment regarding financial security. So financial security for some is at stake with this impeachment. That's interesting. Then you have others. This is the Four of Pentacles, holding on to what they have. This is also a holding back from something. This very well could be the Senate. And here we have the Star. Hope. Somebody is hopeful that the impeachment process will go through, as well as somebody hopeful that it will not. But also, let me say this. Just because the president is impeached does not remove him from office. We will see where this goes. The Chariot. Moving forward with sheer deliberation and willfulness. Determination. Okay. All right. What is concerned? Three of Cups. In this case, I would suggest that this is not necessarily friends of or support, but I'm thinking the three branches of government. And I'm wondering why it came up cups as opposed to swords. We'll see. This is also a card of celebration. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles. Someone is looking back, wondering if it's worth it. And remember, we're talking about impeachment proceedings here. Is it really worth it? Do we have enough evidence? Someone is in doubt. Are there enough witnesses? And here is the Ten of Swords, the card of ruin in hopes and fears section. And this talks about, very easily could be Donald Trump himself. This is a card of ruin. Stabbed in the back with 10 different swords. 10 different people came at him. Or this could also be the ruination and defeat of those who initiated the impeachment. Either way you go with this, it's a mess. And here is the offer. This is a Page of Cups. There is a lot of emotion backed in here in this situation, so maybe this is why the cups are coming out. This intensity. So, as of right now then, the articles for impeachment have been submitted to the Senate. Queen of Swords. This spirit said Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House. The House. Ten of Cups. The House. Okay. Here we have another. Okay. This is trying to come together in a solid union. Four of Wands. to take action, and it is difficult. So there's some dissension within the ranks. Yeah, and this is the Lover's card, and it's falling in the emotional challenge. So there's some dissension in Congress, in the House of Representatives, where some want to do this impeachment, others don't. Some are resisting. Or it could be the Senate. There is some resistance going on here. And who tops it off? The outcome is for the emperor. This is Donald, Mr. Trump. Forgive me. I don't know that man personally. I'm not a supporter, but he's head chief. I'm a military brat. I respect whoever's in office. Ah, and at the bottom of the deck, Barao, here's the King of Wands. Again, and who carries it like the King of Wands more than our president? Leo energy. Um, mhm. At the bottom of the deck, look at this. At the bottom of the deck, with all said and done, he's going to be quite happy about the whole thing. This is his energy. He is a King of Wands. That's what all the social media is about. Oops. I'm going to hold on to that. Here is the legal trouble or the government. That's justice. That's the people who are going to hear the hearings. And here's his capacity as also the business owner. But what is topping it off here is the Nine of Cups. Perfectly happy. He may be under stress right about now, but he's going to be happy about the whole thing when it's over. And will he be removed from the White House by way of permanent impeachment? No. That's why I'm picking up the popcorn on my way to get it right now. No. It takes 3 to 6 months for the process at warp speed, as quickly as possible. It may take less than 3 months, but in 9 days, he turns the keys to the White House over to Biden. Be mindful of what you see in the news, people. Be mindful of how in social media. Be mindful of the slant. Whenever you hear, all right, let me tell you this. I was in the news way back in the day. 2 sides to every story, and then there's the truth. Now, how many fingers? Okay. There are 2 sides to every story, and then there's the truth somewhere in between. That's what you look for. Whenever you hear one-sided, without any challenging opinions, in the news, in the media, in whatever it is you're listening to, hunt for the opposite side. See what they have to say about the situation. Now, had I not dug into this impeachment process, and I've lived through impeachments before, and nobody has ever left the White House in my lifetime. I'm not going to tell you how many lifetimes that is. I mean, how many presidents that is either. But of the ones, well, and since my adulthood, not one of them has been removed. I know, I just aged myself. So, folks, keep your eyes and your ears open and go get your popcorn. This is Grand Madam. Have a great day.